guaranteed top-down analysis that will change how you mark the levels. This is how I mark my levels. This is Sunday watch list right here. NQ, QQQ. That's all we're looking at. That's all we're going to be focused on this week. We're going to be looking on the weekly. Weekly, we are looking very bearish. Just RSI, the MACD, just convergences. We're falling off the 50 as well, which is where the balance kind of mid-strength is. And we're looking like we're going to be going lower. Daily time frame right here. This is NQ. This is live right now. This is Sunday. This is 10:37 right here. And we have closed under the previous week's low right here. I already have some of my levels marked as well. You guys can kind of take a look, take advantage of. If you keep, your levels feel inaccurate, whatnot. This is how I kind of look at things. And some of it I haven't cleaned up. Let me clean some of this up a little bit right here. Let me just get rid of that. Get rid of that. I'll get rid of this as well. Clean that up a little bit with you guys. So that was previous week's low. It was a gap. It failed the gap. And this is a break of structure. I already marked this as well. We're on the 1 hour. So I'll typically go from weekly, daily, 1 hour. I might look on the 4 hour as well just to see how things are looking. But this is typically what I'll do. And then from that, 15 minutes. But the biggest thing is looking at structure, right? I like to look on the line marker and on the candlestick. So I kind of flip. Right now we don't have much action to kind of look back at. That'll kind of help, line things up like the previous week. Between the volume profile and again the structure in itself, but we already broke previous week low, previous day low. It's under that price again. We're looking very bearish, and there's a gap right here that I'm looking for the fill. If we look on the Qs, if I go on the daily right here, this is what I'm going to be looking at, because right now we're after hours. Price is right around 584, and obviously you guys are aware of the geopolitical events that's been going on, the war, gas, oil up, the cyclical events that just take place. It just takes place. It's events that just normally take place, and right now we're in that environment, and so I'm looking for bids to continue lower tomorrow, for sellers to continue to push price down. But I feel like we're gonna open up in this demand zone, or right under this demand zone. It's gonna be a ton of people looking to go short, and a ton of people may get wicked out immediately as price, if it's in the demand zone, it could be absorbing those buyers or those sellers for a then reversal, which is what I'll be looking for tomorrow, for either strong bids to be coming in delta wise, or for delta to push initially low, like price push, and then delta dries up and weakens in the demand zones for our sellers, and that's when I'll look for the potential reversal as prices gap down 600 points. And on the sentiment side of things, we're going to look at the fear and greed index. The fear and greed index shows us how people are actually feeling in the market objectively. You guys can clearly see fear and greed. I've been watching this. It's been slowly tickering down, and this is the kind of shows the fear, greed, however you may, on the S&P. It's just broke below that 125 in May. And you guys, even the VIX is top 30. Just all signs, telltale signs that we're just in a very volatile and a very kind of bearish market currently right now. Just looking at the VIX, looking at the technical side as we just looked at the chart, and also just looking at in overall, technical, fundamental, and sentiment. That's the things I always kind of like check off. And news has to do with sentiment as well. But I mean, this week we have we have news on Wednesday, we have core inflation, and then I think Friday, there's news as well. There's jolts. So there's a lot of big events going on, a lot of volatility, a lot of market, stuff going on. So I'll be looking at this 584, 581. I'll be looking for a break under 581, a potential reversal on the Qs. And this is another zone, a gap that hasn't been touched yet as well. So if we break under here, I feel we break here and then we'll tap 574, which is what I'll be looking at. And this is a weekly level as well. So it may be a strong bounce off this level, which is again what I'll be looking for. Even tomorrow, if we break under 581, I'll be looking for strong selling for a potential reversal then to the upside. But of course, I'll align it with equities. This is Sandman Sunday Stock Watch, and until next Sunday.